Hello, welcome back to another Tesla video of me, Adam Uninformed. I want to start off by saying I've been hiding something from you for the past few weeks. It hasn't been great, I just haven't found a suitable time or way to fit it into my previous videos, but it directly relates to a big claim that I made in my 2-year owner review of my Tesla Model 3. Therefore, with me completing my ownership review at 27 months in this very video, it seems absolutely fitting to just slot this issue into this video because I called it to an absolute T in my 2-year owner review, but my gosh, sometimes it's sad to be right. I'll fill you in later about that issue. Anyhow, apart from that negative, I like to use these ownership review videos as a way to cut through the traditional brand new glossy Tesla videos that you see frequently across YouTube. Those videos still absolutely serve a purpose and I continue to watch them in admiration, but it's not often that you get to see content from owners continuing to produce videos on their Tesla ownership experience. The longer the term of ownership, the more it has to offer you, the viewer, on longevity and expectations, and especially when it comes to maintenance and reliability. I've said it before, press reviews tend to be a rehash of specs, which serves a purpose when researching what car to buy, but when you want a more knuckled down review and without politics, user owner reviews just seem to hit the spot. Well, they hit the spot for me. Anyway, hands up, there may be some bias in doing this review as an owner because I own the car, but then again, I will still be transparent as possible with my experience. In this video, I'll be talking about how my 2-year plus Tesla gained new and useful features overnight, what I'm enjoying about my Tesla at the moment, my residual position and my thoughts on that situation, and why I had Tesla mobile service visits, and what fresh issue do I face at month 27, an issue I sadly preempted at month 24 of ownership. Right, lots to get through, so please do hit that like button to show me some of your virtual love and support for Tesla and EVs. Hit the subscribe button so you can continue with me on this Tesla EV journey. And finally, hit the notification bell so you're notified of all my upcoming electric car videos as soon as they're available. Right folks, let's fully get into it. To start off, I want to talk about what I'm enjoying the most about my Tesla Model 3, and that's just the driving experience. Still to this day, it very much puts a smile on my face when I drive this thing. Recently, it's been very wintry and the freezing conditions overnight and the salt and the grit on the roads, and with me just being so busy, I refuse to clean the car. And as you know, I love my car being clean, but I'm also human and it would just be simply caked straight after a wash. Now, the weather has turned slightly warmer and I had the golden opportunity to reset that. And boy, she scrubs it well. And it gave me the opportunity to get some up-to-date footage. Anyhow, back on topic, the car still drives exactly like it did 2 years ago. I know it may sound a bit cliche, but whereas with my petrol motor, it would get a little bit louder on the engine front. You don't seem to hear or even feel the car aging. The drive is still nippy as hell, and the rear-wheel drive Model 3 is just agile. I don't know if it's because there's no motor on the front axle, but when turning the car, it just complies. I've had no issues with grip or traction, even in the wintry conditions so far. However, that said, we've not had any serious dumping of snow here this year. I wanted to highlight just day to day, you can overlook and underappreciate what you've got under the hood, to coin an old expression. But ownership and the driving experience hasn't faded over time. The car can be as comfortable and easy or nippy and nimble as you want it to be. That performance just doesn't seem to have disappeared, and neither has the smirk that I make after 0 to 60. Moving on to software updates. When I purchased my Tesla in December 2020, I knew software updates was one key feature that would set my car apart from every other car available. And I knew this feature would be supported for years to come because even the legacy Model S and X get software updates today, albeit at a slower rate. So even though my car is over 2 years old, when I get the latest updates, I pretty much get 90 to 95% of all the latest features available from that update. And you tend to get the best updates of the year prior to the Christmas holidays. So this year we got Apple Music, access to the cabin camera from the Mobile Sentry View, updated user interface, and that brought back the driver cards. And if you're wondering what that is, you can swipe on the quick music player section and get stuff like consumption figures, or you can even hide the cards altogether if that's your thing. We also got auto turn signals to aid with merging or fork lanes, and navigational user interface updates. Now, from this latest mega update, whilst it's not full of exciting and fun developments, They are small and subtle enhancements to the driving experience. Now think about receiving those kind of updates and changes, but over a 27-month horizon. As I just mentioned, I gained Apple Music since my last ownership review, and I use that over Spotify all the time now, and that's mostly because Spotify is lackluster for classic house music when I just want to have that mini rave in the car. Anyhow, over time, I've directly received software updates that's made the car more efficient in wintry conditions, so the car can get a better efficiency and mileage in extreme conditions. Not too long ago, there was an update to improve the charging curve. This in hand enables quicker supercharging experience in my rear-wheel drive Tesla Model 3. I had auto climate adjusted heated seats activated and camera detecting Sentry mode, which has been a lifesaver for me, and even just new video streaming services to watch within the car. My main point here is that even over the course of the past 3 months, I'm still getting tasty features that is making my car better, and they're absolutely free to download. Albeit you do need Apple Music subscription for Apple Music, and I already had that already, but having the ability to access it natively in the car was free. I remember if I wanted a similar feature in my old Seat Leon, I think I would have had to have paid £500 plus for Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and that was just for it to be enabled. But even so, I wouldn't get software features that would make the driving experience better all round. That would have just simply have been an infotainment system only. Now, if you're a Tesla owner, you probably know this position a bit too well. From time to time, it's always good to know what the trade-in value of your car is. And for around 21 months, my car has always hovered around its retail price, and it probably peaked over £2,000 over what I paid for the car. And whilst it was an immensely satisfying position to be in, the car has somewhat depreciated more in line with traditional standards. It's just the drop happened over the course of 3 months instead of over 2 years. And I think for most, and maybe myself, it was a little hard to stomach at first to just see those trade-in numbers fall so quickly. Thankfully though, they have stabilised over the past couple of months. I think what's allowed me to process this sudden change better is that I'm not planning on selling my car today or next month. There's nothing wrong with my Tesla Model 3 and it's still within its warranty for just shy of 2 years. Even the battery and motor have warranty remaining for almost another 6 years. Would I say yes to a brand new Tesla Model 3 or Tesla Model Y? Absolutely, I would. I'd snap my hand at that. But I don't think the hardware advancements in today's models will substantially add to what I already have and what I need from my Tesla. Therefore, I just have to remind myself I get the exact same software updates I mentioned earlier as the new Teslas today. I'm just missing out on some minor hardware changes here and there, and I guess the residual position is really only a situation of concern whereby that I want to swap or trade in my Tesla. Otherwise, I am happy with my Tesla Model 3 SR Plus, and I will continue building that equity. Final point before the conclusion is just me documenting that my window buttons decided to drop into the handle. I could still use it, but it was clear it felt like the bracket that it was initially gripping onto had just given way on one side. Anyhow, I decided to flag that to Tesla via the app. Tesla service then came out to me and installed a temporary fix with some glue whilst they ordered the right part. To be fair, apart from the slightly messy solution, the temporary solution worked an absolute treat, and the mobile technician came back with a whole new door card. They then switched it over in about 15 to 20 minutes, right at my driveway as I was eating my lunch. No stress, I didn't have to drive to a service centre at any point, and it was delivered under warranty without even me having to question it. As far as problems go, it was minor and annoying to a care, but for a turnaround that I had, it was a great experience. However, for some reason, and I don't know if it's maybe to do with an insurance thing, but the mobile technicians never accept my offer for hot beverages. Maybe it's insurance purposes, maybe it's just because I don't offer them biscuits, who knows. But the final issue that I want to highlight, and one that I mentioned at the very start of the video, is that someone has hit my car again. And I don't want to say too much at this time, other than Sentry mode with the camera detection did what it says in the tin. I just find it's really sad that I said in my previous review that I was more worried about someone hitting my car again than there being something wrong mechanically. It's times like these where I really just cannot wait for autonomous vehicles to be ready and available. I just find it extremely exhausting to have to consider the best places to park just so someone else can't damage your car. Anyway, when the time comes, I'll share the incident details and how that occurred, etc, etc. But for now, that's not the time. So to conclude, the Tesla Model 3 is still exciting as ever to drive and own even after 27 months of ownership. I still get 90 to 95% of the features that new Tesla Model 3s and new Tesla Model Ys receive today, and so this is still very much the same Tesla experience, minus some hardware improvements. I've had no fundamental mechanical issues to report, and where applicable, mobile service has serviced my car needs here. Finally, yes, residuals have dropped more in line with traditional used car trends. However, my equity position is irrelevant until I decide to trade up. Therefore, I will continue to enjoy the vehicle that I have and own and continue to build that equity over time. So what do you guys think? If you're an existing owner, how do you feel about your Tesla today? Does the residual value position stay? Has that made you uneasy in any way? If you're not sure what to comment and you want to show me you got this far in the video, you can simply just comment Tesla hot beverages or Tesla biscuits and I'll give you a cheeky thumbs up for the support. If you've not done so already, please hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with your friends and family or any other groups that may find this video beneficial. As always, you folks have been great and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.